Lou review stuff back again. I know I've been away for a little bit, just trying to catch up with content as I picking up movies, doing a lot of stuff from around the house. Trying to organize this movie room is a little crazy in here right now, but obviously everybody knows today is May the 4th. May the force be with you. Star Wars Day, everything. So I thought about it today. I was like, I'm not going to do a video, but I was like, all right, let me just get here and do this little video real quick. What I'm going to do is go over my Star Wars collection and why I got all the things that I do have. So we can just hop right into it. So for me, I always knew the Star Wars story about how Darth Vader was Luke's dad, all that type of stuff, all the backstory. I saw bits and pieces as a kid, but back in the 90s. Everything wasn't always on TV. You don't always have every VHS tape and every copy of a movie. You can't just jump on Disney Plus or whatever streaming service. There were no streaming services back then. So I didn't get a chance to see full movies of everything, especially stuff that came out in the 70s and 80s. I didn't have access to all that. But the first thing that I do remember for me was episode 1. So here's my original VHS tape of this. I remember when I got this, I think I had like a whole hardcover book, whole lot of backstory on it, trying to get more information. And I liked this movie for what it was. I obviously didn't know every little detail of Star Wars, but I enjoyed this movie as a kid. So this is actually my first piece of physical media for Star Wars that I own myself. My parents may have had something, but I don't remember any of it. I never remember seeing a full Star Wars movie until episode 1. So for me, this is my first one. This is the first one that got me into Star Wars. So after that, obviously, over the years, I learned a lot more. I eventually watched the entire series as the sequels came out, the prequels, or everything. Sequels, prequels, then the OG movies. I saw it all. I watched it all. I have it all. But then I do have some other things that I recently started picking up within the last 2 years or so, as I started building my physical media collection, trying to add more things in, different formats and things like that. So I'm gonna just go start over here and then work my way through. So here, I actually haven't opened yet, but this is I picked this set up from from Goodwill. This is The Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, and so like I said, this is Star Wars. Let me see, what does it say on here? Star Wars Special Edition, Star Wars Trilogy. So again, it's Star Wars, Return of the Jedi, and The Empire Strikes Back, and this is all in VHS. So let's see how the covers look. Let's just look at these real quick. Okay, so here is Star Wars. So this is A New Hope, but before it was A New Hope. So let me see when this was. I'm not sure if this is like an original or something, but here. So that one, it doesn't even say A New Hope on it. Then we got Empire Strikes Back. And you notice none of these say episode 4, 5, or 6. These just say just the regular titles. And then this is Return of the Jedi. These are all, it says special edition. So I'm not sure what's special about them, or I know it has this THX digitally mastered for superior sound and picture quality. But this is that, yeah. So this might be, I don't know. I might have to check online and see if anything special about these editions. I really don't know. But Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. It's all in this nice little silver sleeve or cover case, whatever it is. Let me just get that back in here. So that looks, this looks really nice for that Star Wars pack. Another thing that I do have, I'm still trying to stick with the original trilogy first. I have this box set. Let's see here. So it was all in this here. This is the Star Wars trilogy. So I think it might have had another cover on it, but I didn't pick that up. This came from probably a Goodwill or something like that. So we see with these are DVDs. This has episode 4, New Hope. Empire Strikes Back, episode 5. What's this? Return of the Jedi, episode 6. So you see all these, they have those prequels, or not prequels, the extra titles on it, when the VHS versions did not have those. So, and then it also came with a bonus material pack. I really never watched bonus material for any movie. I asked online, a lot of people say they do watch bonus material. I really don't. That's not something for me. If I catch it, like if I'm watching a movie or show and it has like something right after the show, okay, I'll tune in for 10 minutes after the show. Like I watched The Last of Us recently, and I watched like the 10 minutes after the show, just get a quick little recap. But in general, if I'm watching movies at home, I'm not going to watch like set up and watch a whole nother disc for a special edition thing. It's not something I'm interested in. Anybody who does, hey, great for you. I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to waste my time. Not waste my time. I'm not going to take the time out to watch that for the most part. But again, these 4 were in here. Actually, with the special edition version, I do see a lot of them just floating around, like just that individual one disc. I see that a lot in Goodwills and thrift stores all the time. So yeah, so this nice little pack here. The next thing I did, this is probably the most recent pack that I picked up. I don't even know how it's open. Let me see. Similar to this pack here. So this is the Star Wars trilogy. This has full screen on it. This one and that one didn't have a case. This has a gold case here, and this is Star Wars trilogy here. It has Darth Vader on the front, or he has here in the back, and then everybody else here. And let's see what these are. This has the bonus material. This is the full screen. So this one here. Yeah, no, it might be the same thing. That's full screen, and this might be the original case for this same box set. But I picked up a separate one just because I liked enough the case that had this. Again, it's probably from a Goodwill, thrift store somewhere. So I'm not paying a lot of money for these movies, so I'm not have to go through each movie again. I just showed you the same thing there. But it just looks nice in this nice little box here. Let's get that in there right there. And again, I just get these for the look. This looks nice for my Star Wars collection, so I did pick this up. So Star Wars, the original trilogy here on DVD. And then here, so this is the one I thought when I was looking at that. So those last two sets, they were pretty much the same set. One doesn't have the full set of like the cover. The other one does. And then this one here, this one again has right here, if you see Darth Vader, and this is everybody else. This one is silver, and this one here, like if you notice this one is gold. So this is the full screen version here. And then this is the widescreen. I really never looked too much in the movies enough for it to be looking at the difference between the full screen and widescreen. Obviously, it's a difference. But I don't watch movies enough. I don't have enough time to, watch the same movie over and over and compare different formats and different screen sizes and different things like that. I pretty much throw it on, enjoy it, and then watch again when I can. But this is the same set. Again, these are all labeled again. Different. This is different from the VHS where they don't have episode 4, 5, and 6 on it. These do have 4, 5, and 6 on it. And then again, this one has a bonus material. I wonder if it's all the same bonus disc. Who knows? At some point, I'll eventually watch the originals. I mean, the DVDs again. Probably won't watch the bonus material, like I said. But so with these sets, I like these. I like the differences between these two. So if you look at them, it's pretty much the same. Yeah, it's the same case. This one just is the full screen, and then this is widescreen. This is silver, this is gold, but these just look nice in the collection. I have to really put the collection fully together within this theater room. I had stuff down there with the VHS stuff. I had stuff behind me with the DVDs. I had a whole Star Wars collection right behind me. It's an open space. I don't know I'm not even gonna move, but it's like open space there where I had a lot of my Star Wars movies, the full collection. So let's just, look at that. Yeah, so let's put these down and see what's next. So that's what I had so far. What do I have next? And then here, I think I just picked these up individually. These are all the same movies. No, I'm sorry, I lied. This is my mistake. Rewind. These are the prequels. So these might have came in a box that I just didn't pick it up or didn't see it. But this is episode 1 again. Here, and it's in the DVD. Here's episode 2. Obviously, you can see the Goodwill tag still under this DVDs again. And here's episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. So that's the prequel trilogy that came out. This honestly might have been in a box set at some point somewhere, and somebody just put these in Goodwill, didn't have the box with it, but have these. And again, these mean the most to me because this is the original trilogy that I watched, that I had a connection with. I didn't have the full connection to Luke and Leia and everything. Even though I knew who they were, I knew the movies, I knew about it, but I didn't have that real connection. I had the connection more to this series because this is my childhood, and as I grew up, obviously I'm not a child of the 70s. I wasn't alive in the 70s. Shoot, I was barely alive in the 80s. So yeah, the prequel trilogy here. Let's go here next. This one is another one I recently picked up. I just saw this in the store and I loved it. I think I picked this up maybe a month or two ago. This is Star Wars, the complete series. So this is the Blu-ray, which I love it. So this one is a book. I'm pretty sure I went over this in one of my previous videos, but just to look at it again, especially for Star Wars Day. This is Star Wars, the complete saga. So this is all in Blu-ray, and I believe it's Blu-ray and DVD. But each section has a different movie here. So, this is like one of them ones you probably don't want to keep taking it in and out because of the sliding on the things. But let's see the first one here. This one is The Phantom Menace, Episode 1. This is Attack of the Clones. This is all in Blu-ray here. You can see the artwork here and the designs. This is Revenge of the Sith here, Blu-ray again. So this is 4. This is episode 5, Empire Strikes Back. Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. And then what is this? This is another bonus disc. See, they like having bonus discs. So this is another bonus disc. I'm not sure exactly what's on it and haven't opened it, haven't tried it. Probably won't. Again, another bonus disc here. It's all in Blu-ray. Another bonus. That is a lot of bonus. This is third bonus disc here. And then back here has pretty much a lot of the main Star Wars characters. A lot of the characters are here and on here. So you can see Anakin, Stormtroopers, Darth Vader, obviously the same person, whatever. It's a lot of people over here. So that's this nice thing, and then it has a nice little booklet here. So I just like this setup. I like how this looks. It's a nice little booklet. This is another Goodwill purchase. I paid, what is this sale here? This was $8. I may have paid $8. I might have paid less. So a lot of times I do pick up a lot of stuff doing Goodwill sales. So Star Wars: The Complete Series. Obviously, this is the first 6. It doesn't have the sequel series in it yet, but hey, this one is good for me. I love it. So let's put that down there. And then now, let me go to some other ones. So this one is, I picked these two. I remember walking in, I went to, can't remember where I went. What was the name of that store? What is the name of that store? It's like red and white. Salvation Army. There we go. Boom. So I went in there and I go there, maybe I go there a little less frequently because it's a little out of the way for me. But I picked up both of these. So these are the first 6 movies all in Blu-ray. This was really important to me to have these because I got these before I got this last set. This is the ones I watch. These are the ones I'll pick up and turn on and put in. I think actually right now I have one of them in my Blu-ray player right now. Let me just check. I could be. Yeah, one of these is in there. One of them is missing. Which one is this? Let's look here. What is missing? Oh, Revenge of the Sith. That's missing right now. It's missing right now. That one's in there. But if you look at this has Yoda on the cover. It has episodes 1, 2, and 3. And these are both in Blu-ray and DVD. So episode 1, episode 2, like I said, this one is episode 3, is in my Blu-ray player right now playing. And then here are the DVD versions of the same movies. I actually like the DVD artwork. It's not artwork, it's just black. But it looks better. Looking at it, not actually the picture. But this looks better than the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray looks kind of boring. So that's the first 3. Well, in the storyline, you know what I mean. And then also here is episodes 4, 5, and 6. Again, these are all Blu-ray and then DVD. So it's the Blu-rays. So it's one. Actually, I don't know why they do that. They put this here, but here what it is. Look at that. Take a look at that here. And then this is episode 4, 5, 6, all in Blu-ray here. And then again, here's the episode 4, 5, and 6, all on DVD. So these are the actual ones that I watch. These are the ones I put on over the Disney Plus stream. I'll just put one of these in, and has a great sound, great time with watching it this way. I remember for the sequel trilogy, when my wife and I were still, we were still early on in dating. I know she got me tickets to whatever, The Force Awakens. Let me just find that real quick. I have it over here. Yep. So my wife, she got me tickets to The Force Awakens years and years ago when we were dating. It was a fun time, just getting back into Star Wars, learning more about, seeing where the story went after all that time. Because it's been, maybe less than 20 years or 20 years or so less between Revenge of the Sith and Force Awakens. So I did pick these two up recently within, like I said, last 2 years or so. This one, where did I get? This is a Goodwill find. I'm not sure if this is legit or not, or if it was a part of a box set again. But this is The Force Awakens. This is just a weird, it's soft. It's a softer cover. But it has a lot of the characters here, so I do like this. And then the movies are, let me say, there's a movie here. So I feel a movie here. I'm not even gonna try to get that out. But this is Force Awakens. This is one of the sets I don't really use. I don't open and watch this one. But I have this one here. So it's pretty thin. So I don't know if it was bootleg or just what. I don't know. The art looks legit, but I've never seen a movie case so thin. So I don't know if I don't know if it came with a box set or anything. But this is Star Wars: The Force Awakens. And then here I have it again. This is the standard case. So this kind of tricked me because I seen the black. I was like, oh, black. So I'm thinking, I'll grab the 4K. Perfect. Got home and realized it's just the Blu-ray. It does have the digital. So it said had the digital code in there. So it is in there. Probably expired at this point by now. I'm not going to show you that. Let me see if I can cover it up. So again, these ones have the DVD and the Blu-ray. So this is the bonus disc here. They love having these bonus discs. Here's the DVD, and then let me just get it up. And then here's the Blu-ray. I actually like this Blu-ray artwork. This is pretty nice. It's better than the standard other stuff I saw on them other discs. So this is Star Wars Force Awakens. Next, so with this one, these was a little confusing for me because I was making a mistake. Just out and about, especially in my early journey of picking up physical media and not having an app to document everything that I did have. I actually bought this movie multiple times, which I've done in other films over the last year or so. So I actually picked up 3 copies of this. In my mind, I don't know why, what was wrong. I should have been I should have hopped on Google. I just couldn't remember in what order for the sequel to the trilogy, what were the titles. I didn't really look. I should have looked. I already watched the movies, but I hadn't owned them or looked at them past. I haven't even watched them on Disney Plus in so long. So I actually picked up Star Wars Last Jedi. I picked it up once. Here is a sealed Blu-ray copy of it. And this one looks like I paid $4.99 for it. And then, so I had picked it up again. Star Wars The Last Jedi. Picked it up again. So even with these two Blu-ray cases look different to me. I'm not sure if there's a difference in the movie because this says multi-screen edition and this one does as well. They look, so the pictures look are the exact same. The front here and then the back is the exact same. This one isn't open. This one is open. But if you look at the thickness of it, let me see if you can. Let me just put these next to each other. There's a slightly difference. So can anybody tell me, is that anything different or? What is up with that? That's completely 2 different cases. Is this based on suppliers or what? I don't know. But yeah, so I picked it up twice. And then actually I picked this up again. I picked up, but this is actually the 4K version. So this will be the version that I will watch because this is the best version. And this one has, really good artwork on it. So has this little card in here. What is this? Oh, to redeem. This is the movie code to redeem it digitally. So I'm not going to show that. And then here's the Blu-ray, and then the 4K is here. So I really like this artwork. They put a little bit of effort, at least put a picture from the movie or a character here on that. So I do have, this is the only Star Wars film that I believe I own in 4K, but I own it 3 times. So I own the movie 3 times, but then I own the 4K, the Blu-ray, and the DVDs because they're on there. So I have 3 copies of Star Wars, The Last Jedi. And then so the next thing, let me see. I picked up Rise of Skywalker. I actually saw this today, actually in the store. I already had this, and I was like, this is when I looked. I was like, hold on, let me check before I buy this again. I looked and I made sure I had this. This is the standard Blu-ray. I believe this one is actually unopened as well, so I haven't watched this yet. Probably won't watch it for a little bit because I'm just not into the sequel trilogy as much as past movies. But I do have this, and I do like that I have the slipcover here, so it's all it's there for when I do want to watch it. And if I want to just watch it quickly, I can watch it on Disney Plus. It's not going nowhere anytime soon. This is obviously another Goodwill purchase tag sticker still on it. And then after that, I know there were other Star Wars movies, shows, things like that. I watched The Mandalorian, probably like the first season and a half, and then it kind of got boring to me. I really did enjoy the Obi-Wan series, that Star Wars fight, the fight between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader. Probably the best fight that I've personally seen in Star Wars. It was a lot of action, more action than this, the slow stuff how they had back in the day where, they could tell it was a CGI or just a slow fight. This one had a little bit more action for me and I enjoyed more. I wish could find that on 4K or Blu-ray. I'm pretty sure it's out there somewhere. I would assume it is. I just haven't found it yet. I'm not paying full price. I'll wait till I see it in a thrift store and I will pick it up. But they did have other movies that they had. One of their better movies, obviously, is Rogue One. This leads right into episode 4. It's just I believe the ending scene in it is the opening scene for episode 4. So this is another pickup. This is another Blu-ray pickup. Goodwill pickup and it's a Blu-ray copy. So it has has the Blu-ray, DVD, and then it had the digital cool, but I don't have it in here. So yeah, and these are solid. Obviously, but if you look at it, the DVD artwork is better than the Blu-ray. I'm not sure why did they do that. Why did they give more effort to the DVD than they do the Blu-ray? I don't know, but that's here. So that's Star Wars Rogue One. And then the last one I picked up, but that I actually have not watched yet, I will at some point, is Solo. Only thing with this is a DVD copy, which is fine. I can, like I said, I have Disney Plus. I can watch it on there. If I find it in Blu-ray or higher, I will pick it up. I actually have not watched this movie yet. I haven't, like, not actually this movie, but the movie in general. I've never seen it. I have it just for the collection purposes. But when I get a chance, I will take a look. But right now, that was my entire Star Wars collection. I'm gonna try to get everything, like, lay it out so you can see the entire collection that I do have. So happy Star Wars Day. May the Fourth, whatever you want to call it. May the Fourth be with you.